And we're back. That's fucking right.
Cock. So how's your morning been going?
I have not killed anybody yet, but I mean, I've been jumping. I'm in the middle of like 8 projects, and I wanted to get a bunch of them done this morning, but I've had to put everything on pause because I need to get the windshield in the Wicked van replaced, because when we bought it, it had a big old crack in the windshield, and so we had to go through them to get it fucking repaired.
Oh, so you just get a crack filled, but you don't need a new windshield, right?
Well, it's a big enough crack. It's Colorado. We get fucking shit thrown up all over the place when you're driving around. You're gonna end up with chips. You're gonna end up with a cracked windshield. Whatever. We bought the car. It had a cracked windshield in it. So we've been for over a month. We've been going, hey guys.
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe, I don't know, we can get this fucking crack repaired in the windshield? It's a crack. It's not a chip. It's a crack. So.
By the way, do you remember that it used to be illegal to drive with a crack in your windshield?
I do recall this.
And apparently the new law is, as long as it doesn't impede your vision, it's not illegal.
Okay. So,
but
that raises another series of questions.
It's also not recommended.
Yeah. Driving down the street like fucking Ace Ventura out the window, like...
Yeah.
Like that fucking guy.
This from a guy who used 2 pairs of strings to work my windshield wipers when I was younger. So
I forgot about.
Probably not. Don't listen to me. I'm not the car guy. Go
Occasionally,
ahead.
I hear a story you tell, and I'm like, "Are you Mickey Rooney?" I mean, seriously, like
Did you grow up in the 30s?
Zach Morris or something. I just like, hey, fuck, it works. You know?
With a stick shift, by the way.
Okay, did you attach one of the leads to your wipers to your knee, and you're like, in between shifts, you could see things?
Stu, that would be dangerous. No, absolutely not.
That would be so to cut
Anyone
along.
that knows me knows that I'm all about safety.
Your hairspray in a closed room with a lighter. All about fucking safety. Anyway, make a long story short, dude showed up to fix the fucking windshield 4 minutes before the expiration on their timing window, and told me, "Oh, they scheduled a chip repair, not a windshield replacement. I can't repair that. So you're gonna have to fucking reschedule with us." And I was like,
oh, brutal.
So I'm gonna need help disposing of a body.
Dude, this is why I don't trust AI. Don't talk to me about AI.
That's a leap there. Okay, I'm here for it.
We can't get the small shit done right.
I know. Right?
Like when there's still cable or windshield repair or whatever, or grocery delivery that is a 4-hour window.
Yeah.
And they never make it right.
Yeah.
How are you telling me that AI is going to run fucking airlines? It's just, it's not, we can't get the small shit right.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. I'm all for training machines to do certain things.
Sure.
Right? I am. I bet, I mean, absolutely. Please go to the grocery store for me. I always say please and thank you to Alexa and Siri, just in case Skynet.
Well, when it happens, this is you're gonna be in good stead.
The real problem is when they go, no, get off your fat ass there, Wally boy, and go to the store, get your own damn groceries. That's when we're in real fucking trouble.
All right, let's get into this. Welcome to 2 Shots Music Pod, everybody. Please subscribe on YouTube. Give us 5 stars. Leave a hilarious dirty comment over there on Apple Podcasts. Follow us everywhere at 2 Shots Music Pod for pictures about how Stu is going to unalive a windshield repair person.
It wasn't his fault. I know it's not his fucking fault.
We support labor here.
We do. We do.
I think it was the AI that was designing when they're supposed to come. That's what it was.
You think so? I don't know.
Welcome to this special Wu-Tang episode.
We're in accounting mode. It's the end of the year, everybody.
Yes.
So we're wearing our Wu-Tang
back in the
shirt.
day, if you used to listen to this podcast before we were on video, Stu had mentioned that I was wearing Wu-Tang, and I would tell him I often wear Wu-Tang when I'm doing accounting because motherfucker's going to pay me. And I listen to Wu-Tang while I'm doing accounting too. And
it's probably best.
Oh yeah, it put yourself in a new mindset. I'll tell you that.
Didn't we also used to mention a certain individual that is now in, he is canceled for fucking ever because he would wear a pay me suit when he would go collect.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah,
He had his collection day suit, and his
yeah.
name rhymes with Whitty.
Horrible, right? There were so many better ones, right?
I
Fucking
was gonna say Whitty, and then I was like, "Well, that's not right."
that.
Because the dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun,
man. That whole
dun,
fucking
dun.
thing, what a mess. Anyway, carrying on.
Anyway,
Uh,
fuck Diddy. Um, woke
goddamn
up
right.
in the morning like fuck P. Diddy. There you go. See?
Mhm.
Talking about Wu-Tang today.
Yeah, there
We're
it
not
is.
talking at all about Wu-Tang. We just wanted to make sure everybody
It's
knew.
accounting. End of the
That's right.
year.
It's
Everybody
counting.
get your shit together.
Wu-Tang's for the children.
It's for the children. Protect your
So
neck.
Stu, what you been up to?
What you been up
Oh,
to?
okay. So I have been doing
I mean, you have a
7. I'm in the middle of 7 projects right now. 3 of which are generating revenue, 4 of which are because I'm a nice person. But I'm jumping between Logic and Pro Tools, and I am so angry at shortcuts
yeah,
this week because I
they're
have
not the same.
accidentally stopped recordings by trying to zoom in or zoom out on something in Logic.
While in
Instead of
Pro
because
Tools.
well, no, I've been in Logic working, but the
Ah,
R is zoom out and T is zoom in on fucking Pro Tools. So I'm looking to look at something, make sure I didn't see anything erroneous or hear anything erroneous, and the fucking recording stops.
oh my
And
god.
anyway, I'm okay. But that's been my week.
So wait a minute, does this teach you not to use shortcuts?
Please note the dead llama on my cup.
Oh.
Oh, it's a goat. Fuck, I'm sorry.
Oh, we already screwed it up. It was you though. That's good.
There is nothing but wine in that cup.
I have nothing but straight gin.
Gin.
Oh
Is it
god,
cold
can you
gin?
imagine drinking
Oh,
straight gin? Like slow gin?
oh,
OE, slow gin?
like the fruit, the berry, if you will.
Yeah. Oh god.
Okay.
Now
Well,
it tastes like gin.
uh,
Okay, very quick thing. Um, I'm not sure if I've ever told this story before. I once was playing blackjack with my buddy Kyle in Vegas at a place called Casino Royale. It used to be
uh-huh.
right across from the Mirage, in between Harrah's and Imperial Palace back in
Mm.
the day on the
Mhm. Mhm.
mid strip, okay?
Yeah.
And they had these $2 blackjack tables. It
Yep.
wasn't like you're ever going to win money, but you could play for 12 fucking hours. You could play all night.
Mm.
We're playing all night. We're getting drinks all night. We're drinking all night. And I mean,
As
literally, we had been at this table for 9 hours.
wow.
The
Best stores.
sun was coming in off the strip.
And you could see that there? That's
Yes,
crazy.
because it rises over on the other side. And so
Mm.
you would just see, like, why is there light out there? And it was like, you know, when you turned around. So the waitress comes by, cocktails, cigarettes. This is back in those days
Back in
because it
those
was
days, yeah.
1965. Cocktails,
Mickey Rooney.
cigarettes. Yes, that's right. I was the biggest star in the world. Anyway, sorry, that was my limited Mickey Rooney. So we're playing blackjack. I'm up. We're winning. I was like, yeah, go ahead and give me another gin and tonic. And she's like, sir, it is 7:00 in the morning.
And
And I was like,
scotch.
and she was like, so maybe coffee. And I was like, you're right. Make it a gin and coffee. And the fucking pit boss thought it was so funny. He gave me like $100 credit.
Oh, that's
He was
amazing.
like, that was amazing. As long as you split aces or something, I'll give you $100 in my house credit. So yeah,
There you go.
gin and coffee.
That's fantastic.
There you go.
Well, yeah, excellent. Gin
That's
and
what I've been
coffee.
up to, is
There you
telling
go.
stories about Vegas.
Vegas, man. I haven't been in a couple years. So last time I was there, I was playing some shows out there. Haven't been back since.
I was there a month ago. It was great. I mean, it's
Excellent.
horrible. The middle of the strip's horrible. I
Yeah.
miss MGM. MGM, if you're listening, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that side. So
Yeah.
my week, what I've been up to, thank you for asking. I really
Yes, you're
appreciate it.
welcome. Yeah.
Threw a holiday party last week, and it was successful. We had some spiral ham.
Oh, very
And
nice.
lit up the Darth Vader. We do the Vader on a pyre as our
Ah,
it is my Yule log, is Vader
yeah,
burning for 5 hours.
yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and put the YouTube thing up in there. So if
absolutely.
if you ever
Do it.
wanna see it, this is what you should have on during Christmas. It's fantastic,
Yeah.
eventually. And we had a party where the very small print of
Mm,
the poster
yeah.
said, "No Mariah Carey music guaranteed."
Wow.
Yeah, and, that was true, and it was true. However, I
Excellent.
will say, so Ferguson and I Ferguson was there, and he caught me onto this Reddit thread, and I
Ah,
wanna see if you remember this. Do you remember beer bottle caps? Well, first of all, do you remember beer bottle caps?
yes.
But beer bottle caps from Rainier that used to have the little puzzles on them. So it'd have, like, a picture of a corn, a picture of a like a steak, a
Yeah.
picture, and then you would have to come up with the like, what it
Solve the
was.
answer. Yeah, like a pictogram kinda
I
thing.
think Mickey's did it too,
Yeah.
but, like, we were just blown away by this memory of remember when you had nothing to read and you're just sitting there drinking, you couldn't scroll on your phone,
Yeah.
and so you're just drinking with friends, and so you'd be looking at beer bottle caps,
Yeah.
trying to come up with these puzzles. The
Mm.
first one, so we got on this Reddit thread, and the first one had a picture of a Native American. I was like, "The
Oh,
first one's
no.
racist."
The first one is
It
racist.
was hilarious. If you can find it, it's fun to
Oh,
do.
man.
Beer cap, puzzles is probably what it's called, or riddles. Rainier
Excellent.
was the one that did them a lot, so, yeah.
Excellent. Fit
Okay,
well,
cool.
I
Let's
mean, that's I don't remember that because I think I might have not been here
Oh,
when
yeah,
that
you
was a
may not
thing.
have been, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I was 13 when I was drinking the beer like this, so, yeah, it
that's,
makes sense.
driving tractors, doing your thing. I
Again,
understand.
1946, 7-ish. All right, let's get on to music biz bits.
Music
Hey,
Biz
by the
Bits.
way, I want to thank Kelly out there for just ripping me a new one for calling it Music Biz Bites for the last 2 episodes. Thank you,
Mm,
Kelly. I appreciate
mm.
it. Um, we're gonna touch on a few things here. There's a big story that happened this week. UMG, which is Universal Virgin Music Group, bought Downtown for $775 million. Now, a lot of you probably don't know what
Holy
Downtown
shit.
is. Downtown Music Publishing is a huge music publisher.
Mhm.
And they also started doing label and artist services and things like that. But it also includes CD Baby and
Mm.
Song Trust.
Uh-huh.
Uh, they have so many artists. There's 150 nominations in the Grammys that Downtown's part of. It's
Mhm.
a big fucking deal. Kevin Bruner, who ran CD Baby, is kind of pissed about it. He still runs Reverb Nation and BandLab, and he is pissed because the higher ups wanted to sell. I think this is going to be happening more. We're taking out a lot of the independent stuff because the people have a chance to get the money from the big guys. And I think they see it doesn't matter whether it works or not, but I think they see that the majors are going for AI bullshit. And well,
Mm.
what if we could take out people out of this? So that's what I think's
Mm.
going on. Yeah.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, it's sad. CD Baby is going to be under Universal, basically.
Wow. Wow. Congratulations to everybody who has been releasing music on CD Baby.
Yeah.
You are
Al-
now owned by a major label.
Also to you other motherfuckers, I'm glad you got your money, you dicks. The
Oh
people in
boy.
CD Baby.
Oh boy. Oh dear.
All right. There's also a new Edison research report out that I thought was really interesting, and I
Mhm.
want you to take a guess at the answer here. So, for as much that's made of podcasts and spoken word, like everyone listens to podcasts, we're doing one right now, and
Mhm.
spoken word stuff. How much? Well, I'll just tell you the answer to this, but I want you to figure out where it comes from. 3/4 of daily audio time is still spent listening to music.
Mm.
That's probably surprising to a lot of people.
Yeah. I'd be curious about the amount of that time that's spent listening to new music versus comfort
Catalog,
food music.
yeah.
Yeah.
So get this. Where do you think the majority of all listen to music to is? If you were
Uh
to say like a streamer, YouTube,
YouTube.
AM, okay. I'm going to give you the answer. It's AM FM radio.
What?
32%.
Huh.
AM FM radio, and that is what we mean terrestrial.
Mhm.
I think it's mostly because Americans are still in their cars so much.
Yeah, because we commute
Um,
a lot.
and also at work. A lot of times you just
Yeah.
have your little, whatever radio there or whatever. Some people do.
Yeah.
Um, Streaming does come in second at 28%. Music and
Mm,
videos on YouTube, 18%.
mm.
And then what I really found interesting in the report, Sirius is 8%, and then owned music is only 9%. So someone pulling out a vinyl or a
Oh,
CD or a cassette
interesting.
or even downloaded music is only 9%. Then music channels still up there with 3%.
Huh.
I imagine that's music choice. I doubt it's MTV or VH1.
Yeah.
And then the other is 1%. I don't know what other would be, but
Yeah.
that's what it is.
I got sent an email the other day regarding a new government policy regarding AM radio in cars. Did you
Yeah.
see about this?
Yeah. Tell me about it.
I'm trying to find the email because I read it and then immediately had to go back to arguing with Pro Tools and Logic. So I'm trying to find it, but
TR.
essentially it was a it had to do with can't remember what it was. I'm really fucking this up. So I guess I could Google it. But I find it interesting that 30% of people are still listening to AM and FM radio in their car. I would imagine probably more, depending on where you are, FM stations than
Yeah,
AM
depending on where you
stations,
are.
depending on where you are. But it's interesting that the AM stations, those long wavelengths, you know, not quite as fidelitous,
I think
still,
this is
out
also
there.
some city bias. Spent a lot of time in South Texas and in different rural places in the South, and also there's rural places in part of the mountains and things
Yeah.
where you forget sometimes that you need to have pretty good strong Wi-Fi
Mhm.
or cell signal to use your streamer, and sometimes people don't want to use that. But there's good old radio right there for you
Yeah.
everywhere, and especially down in the South, there's still a lot of people that listen to sports talk and religious radio, and a lot of
Yeah.
people that still listen to like Spanish radio, and so
Hmm.
I think that's where it comes in, and it
Yeah.
all counts. So
Yeah. It's, yeah, I forget, you forget when if you've ever toured without an iPod or satellite
yeah,
radio where you don't have anything,
yeah,
driving through the Bible Belt is fascinating because occasionally you'll also come across a billboard that says, "Need Jesus? Call this number." And so we often would, uh,
absolutely.
just to hear what Bible verse they're giving
Hi,
you
is
because
Jesus there?
I've heard that I require him. Anyway.
No, by the way, if you work one of those hotlines, here's your answers to that. Because we used to play this game a lot too. So you call up and you're like, "Hey, is Jesus there?" And they never had the good answer because the right answer is no, he is risen.
That is brilliant. Yes, please. Somebody, yes, thank you.
See, so for all you people who are like, "Oh, this atheist, look at him talking about this," I've got some Christian around me, so you
Yeah.
be careful.
Yeah,
You
there's
be
enough
careful.
gospels been spouted that we know this.
So that's what's going on with listening to music. All right, let's get to turn you on, baby. Yeah. We got two new songs. We got one old song and one new song. I'm gonna
Mhm.
hit the new song here. I love this new artist.
Yeah.
Um, he's professionally known as Daphne,
Yeah.
and it's the alter ego of a Sydney drummer and producer named Alistair Hayes.
Mhm. Mhm.
And he is actually from New South Wales in Australia.
Right. Very nice.
He got a jazz degree in performance, self-proclaimed jazz nerd, and then he is now doing alternative indie pop. This song
Very
is
nice.
called "Wanna Be You" with
Yeah.
in parentheses.
Huh.
"Wanna Be You" with is
Yeah.
in parentheses before you. It's fucking around with something there, but it actually, if you listen to it, it does work that way.
Yeah.
But anyway, I this guy's on to something.
Yeah.
He's got some pop sensibilities that I absolutely
Mhm.
love. This song isn't going to change the world, but I think it might change a sink.
Oh,
I think
absolutely.
there's a line in here that I wish I looked that good in sneakers. Holy shit.
But
I
you
don't
don't.
know. Yeah, but you don't. Um, then there's the use that hit. The you. there's these hits that are on you. So make sure you listen to the song because the pedaling and the driving is the force of the whole verse. And
Mhm.
then chorus, boom, syncopation.
Yeah.
And it separates the chorus out from everything great. I always love a song about not fitting in and wanting to, and especially from younger people. And this is one of those. What did you think about it?
I think this is a certified bop.
It totally is,
It's a
right?
certified bop. It's okay, here's the thing is, I'm listening to it, and it's not doing anything new,
No.
right? But the idea, the thing that it's playing with, like, it's borderline stocky a little
Yeah.
bit, you know? And it's I mean, the hooks are really good, and the kind of the back and forth between the quote, unquote, "narrator" and the peanut gallery kinda thing going on in the video
Right.
is super fun. Um, I also love that, this does sound, I'm curious, did you happen to look into where this was produced? Did he produce it himself? Is it
He did. He has
self-produced?
a co-producer on it.
Okay.
And it may be the mixer or the other co-producer, but I believe the guy's name is looking very quickly
Yep.
because we don't have a producer over there. Go ahead and send us an
Chelsea.
email at twoshotsmusicpod@gmail. Max Jacobs.
Max Jacobs.
But the producer and mixer, Alistair Hayes, he still did that, and then
Nice.
someone else mastered it. So, but he
I
has a collaborator somewhere in this.
Yeah, I kinda love that this is I mean, we've kinda had a theme with the new songs, like this very, very, very kinda grungy, indie, very
Yeah,
British, very London kind of, production, and this kinda leaned into that as well. I think I'm noticing a theme. But
it's what I
it's
want to hear right now. So,
yeah, and I
yeah,
mean, like, just the way the vocals are treated, the doubling, the tripling, harmonies, the extra tracks, the little bells and whistles, all the vocal production stuff is super in that vein. The guitars are fuzzy, the drums are fuzzy as fuck,
yeah.
and, they're
Which I
nice.
thought funny for a guy who did jazz performance and drums. He's a drummer,
Yeah,
and it's
but I mean, for
clearly,
this type of song, it's great
yeah.
production, it's the right thing. Just hammer it, just smash it, turn it up and down. There you go. But I
Also,
like it.
let me give you guys a hint about how music listening goes for music supervisors.
Mhm.
This is something that probably you don't realize. It is summer in Australia.
Yep.
So if you're looking for big, like pop positive summer kind of songs right now, while we're in the dead of winter
Mhm.
in America or even in the UK, that you want to go look for Australian artists that are dropping new music right now
Yeah.
because they are putting out music that is meant to be sunny and bright and so it's this is one of those.
Yeah.
In fact, I think Australia just temperatures notched 40 degrees in
Woo!
Australia's hottest summer in 5 years.
Eek.
So they're feeling it. 40 degrees Celsius, of course.
Wow.
Um,
You dork, I love it.
I know.
I
So
used to do all of mine was, used to be, in Celsius.
I
I
know I can't do it. I can't do the
I
conversion.
know it's like and I don't think I can remember how to convert it anymore, so anyway,
I
that's
thought it was
besides the point.
36 plus 7 or something like that, but that would make no sense even with this. That'd be like
Uh,
85 degrees. So I was like,
yeah. Nah, it's
so
it's
I'm
like
not
it's like,
right.
yeah, we're like standing on the
If we
surface of the
had a
sun.
producer, man,
2 shots, musicpod@gmail.com. Please
that's
apply
right.
for the job and
That's right.
yeah.
So anyway, go give Daphne a spin. Want to be with you.
It's spelled a little weird though,
Uh-huh.
Daphnie.
As an Australian would.
Oh, you think so? Oh, no, that's not phonetic at all.
Yeah. Well, and what's funny is that it's his stage name because his name is Alistair.
Alistair.
All right, let's get to the old song. I'm going to
Ah,
bring you back a little bit here.
mhm. Bring
Okay.
it back.
Do
Bring it
you
on back.
remember a band called U2?
Me too?
U2. They
Me too?
used the number U
The
and the
number
letter
you.
2. Yes. They used to be a huge band, and everyone used to know them so much so
Hmm,
that one point their albums just showed up on your phone.
and that was the end of the number U and the letter 2.
I just find it so odd that we've moved on from U2. U2 is still the same band they were, still the same
Yeah,
members,
so
although
fucking right.
Larry had a little trouble with the back surgery and stuff like that. But they played the Sphere recently or whatever. I think
Yeah.
Bono showed up busking in Ireland as he does.
Yeah,
Um,
he does
but
that.
but it's just amazing that they started out as a punkish band and then went to new wave in the 80s and then led like sort of this religious thing
Mhm.
in Joshua Tree that like one of the biggest albums in the world, 25 million copies.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you don't know Joshua Tree, go get that.
Brilliant record.
And then they pulled the biggest trick by reinventing themselves in the 90s and become sort of a dance techno pop band a little bit, and
Yeah.
then reinvented themselves in the 2000s again by coming back to roots and being kind of a would you say
Rock.
a Coldplay rock band? Like they were kind of chasing that sound of ethereal,
I don't know
on
about
how
I would
to
say it's a little
build
bit more
a
straight ahead, but there is definitely that. I mean, the
yeah,
Edge is still the Edge. He's still the guy
yeah.
that everybody went, "Now that's how you use a delay pedal, isn't it?"
Ugh.
Um,
Hard to fuck around with edges.
yeah.
With the edge,
Yeah.
the edge.
Yeah.
Um, like talk about trying to emulate someone's playing.
Yeah.
You have to have
Yeah.
some tools to do that. But anyway,
Yeah.
so this song is Bullet the Blue Sky from
Mm.
U2. One of the most recognizable drum parts. You can put it up there
Yeah.
with When the Levee Breaks.
Yep.
And that's some bold shit. This is the live version from Rattle and Hum,
Excellent.
and it is a tour de force. You should listen to it today. It will give you goosebumps. Smacking them down 100, 200.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Bono's pretty much fucking on fire in that one. And it's the live version is I mean sorry, had a lot of coffee this morning.
Amen.
But yeah, Bono is he's angry on this one a little bit. And it's I mean they've always kind of had a political edge to them. They've always had an opinion, shall we
Always.
say?
Yeah.
So even like on the popular stuff when they hit Octung Baby in the I think it was the late '80s or early '90s, right when they did that, and then you got the Pop Mart shit later on, and then you got How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb. Is it atomic bomb or nuclear bomb? Fuck.
Atomic.
Thank you. I did get it right. Like they just go through these phases, but the opinions and the shit that he does, he sings about is always there. This live version though, yeah, it's got some energy behind it. It's got some fire.
And the other thing is that because it is so live,
Mhm.
you can tell it's not gridded.
Yeah,
It's back in the
it
day.
moves.
It's timing wise, it moves a little bit, and it's
Mhm.
just a fantastic fucking. It's a
Yeah,
fantastic master,
yeah, it's a
and that's
really great mix. Yeah,
rare, and that's very rare in a live show.
yeah, everything's crystal good. But I mean, again,
I
it,
prefer
it's
this to the recording.
Yeah. It's kind of like if you think about going into a recording studio, like I'm still a fan of the four douches in a room
Yeah,
making noise, sound of a band, like just people, humans playing together. The energy is different than if you're doing it all separate. It just fucking is. And
just is.
listen, you get the the stems of a Van Halen record. You can hear Alex's drums and fucking Eddie's guitar tone, and you
Yeah,
you you got the energy of everything all mixing together. And this fucking recording absolutely has that.
but you gotta be good.
You
You
got to
gotta
be really fucking good
you
to
gotta
do
be
that.
good or have a lot of time to do take 28.
Yeah, and maintain the energy
Yeah,
that you had on take 1 into take 28.
yeah. All right, so that is Bullet the Blue Sky. You too. That is Turn You On this week.
Did you ever hear that? There's a story of you two doing a show in Ireland or somewhere like this, and Bono starts clapping like that,
Okay.
right? And he says to the audience, "Every time I do that, a child in Africa dies of starvation." And somebody in the audience goes, "Well, stop doing that, you cunt." Anyway, I don't know if that's a real joke, but it's pretty fucking brilliant.
That is pretty good.
Stop it.
I mean, maybe we shouldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, stop doing that.
I'm against children dying in Africa. All right, let's get to the sink of the week.
Sink of the week.
You want to lead this one?
I will take the charge on this one. Okay, so I've been working on some kind of independent rock music with some bands and things like that myself. And one of the bands that was recommended to me was this band Royal Otis. Have you heard of these kids?
I've heard of them. I know that they're doing things right now. They just got
Yeah.
a placement. Is that right?
Well, it was. I got this song a few, like probably like a month and a half ago. I think it came out. The video came about 3.5 months ago.
Yeah, I heard about them tail end of the summer.
Yeah. Really fucking great duo, like guitar, vocal duo kind of thing, and it just super energetic. Again, leaning into the British thing. They're Australian. Yeah.
Hey,
But the record was recorded
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
in the UK. It was recorded and I can't remember the name of the album off the top of my head right now, and I should have written the shit down because I'm kind of I changed my sync at the last fucking moment. So so to talk about this because your new song was an Australian and I kind of wanted to maintain the theme. But the song I picked was "If Our Love Is Dead" by Royal Otis, and that's that the Royal Otis is the names of the two guys in the band, and that was in Shrinking season 2,
Oh,
episode 10. Shrinking is back, baby,
I want to
and it
hear
is.
myself think again.
Yeah, it is another one of those songs where just like there's a cool fucking riff to it. There's driving drums. There's everything you want out of it, and it does sound like it was recorded on a dreary British day, right? And
Love
they're
that.
like, they were like, or they were struggling with the takes. And they're like, fuck it, let's go to the pub, And they walked outside, and it was raining, and there's some bitter, angry cabbies yelling at each other, and then they walked next door to the bar and had a couple of pints and then went back to work. And that to me sounds like a fucking grand afternoon.
Yeah, it
That's
does.
We don't have any fucking studios in Denver like that right now, and I think we should fix that where we have a pub
I
right
agree.
next door. We used to could.
Yeah,
We
I
miss you,
agree.
John Macy.
Oh, yeah. Now you'd walk into the sea.
Yeah. Go play with some dolphins.
That's right. All
So
right, love
again,
that.
the soups on that are of course Krista Miller and Troy Van Purview.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Thank
Loving
you.
this new season of Shrinking.
It's so fucking good. Roy
It really
Kent,
is.
he's here. He's there. He's every fucking where.
All right, mine comes from a show that is on the cock. We're back, baby.
Yeah,
Back on
baby.
the cock.
Back on the cock.
It's called
In the
Day of the Jackal.
Oh.
If you're brand new here, the cock is peacock.
Yeah,
And I will not call it that. I will call it the cock.
the cock.
Season 1, episode 1. I'm just going to say season 1, episode 1 because I'm talking about the title song.
Mm.
Okay, this is a legal term, the title song.
Yes.
All right. Of Day of the Jackal, the title song, the song that's playing over the titles, right?
Yeah.
It's called This Is Who I Am. And it's by an artist in Britain named Celeste. She's a British singer-songwriter, and you've probably heard of her because she won a Brit, and she was Mercury nominated in 2022 for the single To Love a Man. And she is the songwriter and the singer.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is that the music supervisor is Catherine Greaves, and you will remember her from Baby Reindeer and Killing Eve. She's also Emmy nominated.
Yeah.
She's under 45 RPM. You can go find 45 RPM for music supervision. But here's the thing. She got brought in post-production, which is very strange for a music supervisor. A lot of times you're brought in early to sort of, you got to get the music cleared early and you know what the scenes are going to be and you're working on a bunch of different playlists and stuff. She got brought in post-production, and it's a super English show. It's produced by Sky. Yes, Peacock, but also Sky. And
the British satellite company.
She called up Celeste's manager and sent them a brief and said, they were looking at older music to use, but a lot of times older music for a title already is established in your head. It has a connection.
Yeah.
So her manager said, you know what? We already have a song like that, and we'd love to send you the demo. It's not released. Okay. Little inside info here. If you're ever dealing with a music supervisor and you don't have the song they need, and you're a good fucking musician and you're a manager, musician, whatever, you tell them you have the song that they need and it's unreleased.
Yeah.
My artist is on a train. They'll be back in like 2 hours. We'll get it together. Can I get it to you tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah.
No problem. It's unreleased. We're going to release it next year. This would work out just perfect. And then go in the fucking studio and do that song.
Cut that fucking demo now.
I don't know if that's what happened here, but if you ever are in that situation, an unreleased song is worth so much more than anything in your catalog. And it's okay if you go and you whip it together quick and go, okay, so this is just the demo, but we're going to have this done for you. Anyway, it worked out perfect. It's called This Is Who I Am, and it is lyrically and tonally perfect for the show. It sounds like a spy song.
Excellent.
It's fucking great. So yes, that is Day of the Jackal on the Cock. This Is Who I Am by Celeste.
Excellent. I keep seeing the ad for it. It looks delightful. Spy goodies. I'm guessing.
Kind of, yeah. Former military who is a sniper.
That's right. Yes.
Just leave
Not
it
to be confused with the Jackal.
Eddie Redmayne is the guy that's in it, and he is. It's so weird to watch him be a bad guy. It's great.
Excellent. Yeah, because I'm used to him being Newt Scamander.
Yeah, and he's kind of good guy, bad guy.
Excellent. I look forward to watching it. Thanks for the recommendation. I've been wondering what to watch, and it wasn't until this podcast came back that I have any fucking clue.
There you go. I will hook you up. I'm your pusher man. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, let's get to last call. Last call. Do you have anyone to shout out?
Let's shout out Matt Billingsley for what he just accomplished drumming for Taylor Swift, because fuck yeah, buddy.
Fuck yeah, buddy. Well done. Glad you got your bonus.
Yeah, no kidding. Beers are on you. There you go.
Yeah, and you also have a lot of things to sell later on eBay. Don't do that. You guys don't do that.
Keep that shit. Keep that shit.
You guys do not.
You guys.
You guys. Oh my God, you guys. I want to shout out a gal named Tammy that works at the Whole Foods in Cherry Creek.
Fantastic.
Tammy is supposed to be listening to this. She's gonna listen to this. She loves Stu Miller. She's a big fan of yours. She's like, no way, you know him? And I was like, kinda. He lets me do a podcast with him. And she's like, I didn't know he had a podcast. I was like, all right, well, we're going to shout you out.
Yeah.
So Tammy J, I believe is her name.
Oh.
Whole Foods in Cherry Creek.
There you go.
And thank you for the tahini.
Oh, that's an excellent choice of sauce.
All right, that's it for us today. Till we talk to you next time, remember to subscribe and hit that bell on YouTube. Ding! Throw us a follow over there on all the things, Spotify, Blue Sky, Instagram, all those things. Leave a silly comment over there on Apple Podcasts. Yeah. I guess still follow us on TikTok. We'll see how long that lasts. At 2 Shots Music Pod is where you can do it. That's the number 2 Shots Music Pod. And thank you so much. And till we talk to you next week, I hope you continue to look as good as you do. And I hope you write a better even song.
Yes. And remember, you already have that song. Just give me a couple hours. I got to get the artist on the phone.
We just got to get it cleaned up. I want to get the WAV file. I know I've got it. We need to bounce. So
yeah,
it's going to be just a few hours. Is it cool tonight? Or if you have until the morning.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm telling you, as a music supervisor, you'd be like, dude, tomorrow morning's fine.
Yeah.
It's an unreleased
tomorrow
song.
morning's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be fine, man. It'll be fine.
All right. Write a great song. We love you.
We love you guys. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have a good one.
Goodbye now. Goodbye now. Goodbye now. Goodbye now.